Oh yeah, it'll be contagious, and that is very good. And I think that fortunately we can get all political groups together on transparency, and then we can argue out what we want to do. And matter of fact, Barney Frank has been helpful to me on this, but he wanted to make sure I knew he didn't agree with me on the ultimate monetary policy. And that's okay. If they believe in transparency, then open debate. But I so strongly feel that if we get transparency of the Fed and the people know what they've done, I think their days are numbered.
Well, it's been said that an audit of the Fed will abolish the Fed, because as soon as all the admitted criminality we can see them doing openly, I mean, what do you expect to find if we do get the audit, or how will they fight that?
I think there'll be some surprises, but I'd be most interested in what they've done with the international organization, which countries they've bailed out, and which central banks that they helped, what they have done with gold, and whether or not they've loaned out and sold gold, and how they manipulate markets. I would imagine they even manipulate stock markets, for that matter. And how they do it would be the thing. I think it would be a big audit. You know, I think once they get in there to trace that thing through, it may be a big, complex matter because it's international as well. So I see my time is running out, and I have to say goodbye.
Congressman, thank you. In closing, you'll hear about in the news in the next few days. We broke it, just like the DHS documents demonizing yourself and others. The government is demanding an inventory of even 100-year-old cannons at all VFW posts, and threatening to have BATF raids if the veterans of foreign wars doesn't basically become their little snitches. So I hope you'll look into this, Congressman, on top of everything else you're doing. Thank you so much for spending.
Very good.
Thank you so much, Congressman.
Bye.
Take care. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen. On to the next matter. A very busy man, Congressman Ron Paul. And we skipped that break because he got on with us a little bit late, running off of the floor to join us. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know some stations probably went to break then, even though it's not a local station break. It is a network break that we skip. We only skip network breaks occasionally when we have somebody like Charlie Sheen or Jesse Ventura or Ron Paul or somebody of that, Willie Nelson on the show, and I've got limited time with them. So there went Congressman Ron Paul, and I got that info out to him, just like I called their office. Well, we're going to join some stations now. Here we go. Well, I just had Congressman Ron Paul on with us for some stations that may have gone to break. That was a network break, but I know some stations still take breaks they're not supposed to. But regardless, we just had him on during that last little segment with us as well, talking about a host of issues. Very, very exciting interview with him. And when we broke the MIAC report, we broke the DHS report, listeners would call Ron Paul's office saying, hey, you've been listed as a terrorist. And Ron Paul didn't say this, but his office said that can't be true. And then later they said, oh, my God, it is. So I wanted to let Ron Paul know personally, I know he's going to hear about this from me, that it's from us and it's true. BATF is threatening to raid them and confiscate even World War I, Spanish-American War, and also they were given Civil War cannons. They're saying you have to register all those with us, or we're going to SWAT team you with the BATF. And that is a fact, and we have broken it, and I have confirmed it, and it is absolutely massive news. Okay, I have just done an interview with Ron Paul. I want to get back to your calls on this VFW situation, get into the economy and a host of other issues, but I also want listeners to know that the money bomb's coming up tomorrow, and we're getting a huge response already. People are really excited. Thousands of people have signed up and pledged to give. This is your chance to be part of history. Think of everything we're doing. Think of everything we're going through. Think of everything we're trying to build here. You know, I make these high-quality, expensive films, and then I release them for free on Google and YouTube. Now, they're in higher quality at PrisonPlanet.tv, and PrisonPlanet.tv members and their memberships make that possible. And they also get the live TV show and all the other films and books and things, being PrisonPlanet.tv members. But we need to raise more capital to hire a couple more video editors, another webmaster or two, some more personnel, some people to moderate the comments so the death threats aren't on there, so the FBI doesn't come subpoena me, as Wired Magazine's reporting on yesterday, and AP as well. So we need funds here. I mean, think, this is a little operation. There are about 14 people in this office, and the Watson brothers, and Kurt Nemo in New Mexico, and a few other people, a few contract IT guys. I mean, that's it. And I need more personnel to go to the next level. And there's nothing bang for the buck like this radio show. When you buy books, buy videos, support our sponsors, that funds us. When you donate on the second annual 2009 Money Bomb at InfoWarsMoneyBomb.com tomorrow, starting in the morning, it's going to start up and run till Friday when the show starts. We've got on there that $20,000 have come in. It's more like 60. I need to go ahead and we have to manually enter the money, but about 60 grand has come in so far. I want to go well above $250,000. Sounds like a lot. It's not. When you're trying to do TV and finish our TV studio, look at all we've done. I mean, in a year, found the office, moved in, built the studios. It was a gutted warehouse in here. Had to haggle companies, to build it and try to get a good deal. Found the cheapest area in Austin. We're actually kind of out on the edge of Austin. I'm proud of my crew and what they did, and the people that built this studio, everybody. So we found a place, moved into it, launched it, made the Obama Deception and other films while we were doing it, on top of the radio show and everything. And it's so hard to go from 10 people in your office to a bigger office in 14 or 15, and then we want to go to the next level of 20, 25, 30 people. It gets easier once you have the foundation. And we're now at that launch pad. We've built the rocket. It's loaded. It's fueled. It's got the gantry on it. As they say, you ain't seen nothing yet. And, all the big interviews we have, all the activist groups we have on, all the legislation we battle that's bad, all the good legislation we push. This is really a fulcrum, or one of the main centers. I would say the anti-New World Order movement is a bipolar or double polar dose polar system with the Ron Paul and then the Alex Jones. And that's been recognized by many, even mainstream writers. There's that, those tidal systems. And Ron Paul is really the gateway into the deeper information we cover. And we are a gateway to people from the more extreme liberty into the Ron Paul revolution. It is a great symbiotic relationship. We'll be back. Stay with us.